energy! Boom! I just watched the MFG Ghost episode though. Yawn! This episode is what I'm talking about. It has emotions, it has information, it has the feeling, the nostalgia, the fan service, little, in-depth knowledge for someone who reads the manga or who has a good eye to the details. Ooh! So I had today, I'm gonna start a little bit different. Still gonna be a review, it's not gonna be a reaction, but a reaction with a review. You will see very soon. But this is the picture I had to do it. The moment I saw this man, I was like, oh, Kai Kugashiba, the boy himself, the circuit racer, the Hashiri of the circuit scene. Ooh, I knew he's gonna come, but the way he was built up there, I like it. In his introduction into this thing, rather than just being in background in manga, I hope everyone who's the commentators later on, because there's gonna be other characters as well, trainers, coaches. We don't know currently who he coaches. I don't know who he's the coach of, but me is my boy, Kai. Oh, he looks so Giga Chad. He aged like a fine dine, man. Much better than his father, that's for sure. Damn, I like that. Ooh, fire, boy. But let's start with the episode. MFG Goes to first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you, if you have not watched the episode yet, stop what you're doing right now, watch it. Yeah, the episode starts a little bit slow paced, but bam, 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 bada, bam, bada, bam. In the end, it's gonna be ooh, smoky hot like a steak. You see that bad boy, put the butter on top, a little bit of citrus, and you got some fine dining meat. And that's exactly what this episode was. So I'm gonna do it with this. I'm gonna show picturesque moments to describe the situation, So the first thing that I want to talk about is that we have the meetup of Ogata and Kanata with performance lying on the car, and we get some information that the tires, which which makes sense. This car was not used for a long time. The last time he used it in his racing career for the MFG series. We don't even know how long that was. Maybe 8-10 years ago, I forgot. But the tires are not good no more. That's why he gets fresh tires, which makes sense. That's very important. Tires. I like the episode. They're actually gonna explain how important tires in a general conception is. Not just suspension, engine. I like that this with MFG goes to touches more on that than initial Little D has ever done on tires. Okay, tires we have not done an in-depth knowledge on that at all. But here, much better. We had like a little scene with Ryosuke in stage 1, but that's not okay. This is a different dimension. That's whatever. So what I want to point out is there's like a meme. At least I call it a meme or a scene of homage. Every time they are in a particular moment. Let me go to the particular moment. So there's like a particular situation coming up very soon where exactly here. Last time they were in the garage. We saw the Sylvia, that driven by Iketani, and another car I forgot. And now we see again a car, initial D callback. So they're gonna use this garage scene for every time they finish this, their training arc or they do a qualifier time. We can expect to see another car. So in EK9, I'm gonna expect a GTR, a Sanju Ni, a Sanju Yon, an S2000. I mean, it's already there, but yeah, it's because that's a Sylvia Q driven by Kenta Nakamura, and that is a Honda S2000. Of course with different coloring, I don't know why, maybe because, again, license fee, they said, hey, a little bit of change up there, but I expect maybe the cappuccino, but yeah, this is the scene that is actually, actually not bad of a scene or introduction for people who get fans. That's mean, if you have eyes, you actually see that. I didn't miss it, but because I didn't find it important, because I thought they're gonna keep those two cars to call back for the Hachiroku and the Akina Speedo Stars theme, but not at all. Boom, mind shattered, and here we have a new visuality of showing the feeling. And why you ask why it's a bigger crop? To avoid, AVEX, because I'm not trying to show the whole episode. I'm trying to show a snippet of it, like the moment. Then we have Ogata talking about Takumi's student, the Deshi, Kanata Livington, as I call him, about the girl Ryonsunji. That gives her important information that the father and the mother, or at least the father and the mother, always wished a son that they never had, because Ren Sayonji was supposed to be a son, but became a daughter, and she later is talking about it, so it's like a build-up to a scene that's coming later on. Gives a little bit plus point, but overall, I'm gonna be honest with you, that scene with her and Kamakura, actually Kamakura, before I gotta go jump over that, because nothing really happens other than he wants the TCS, the traction control system, to be deactivated, so he himself has the full control. Like, you know, when I play Forza Horizon, I play manual, or Tokushikao, any racing game, you do manual, you want to do your own thing, it's not automatic. No, maybe he still has the ABS active, the anti-braking system, but traction control is there so he can at least have a free will on Yon WD, the drifting, which he does for Takumi in 4-wheel drift, and he doesn't want any traction control to hinder suspension and blocking his line. Maybe that's why the performance was not as good as he wanted it to go full power, because we know he didn't win Gear 5 by the comparison of Michael Beckenbauer, my favorite boy in the series. Because he himself never gone 5 gear full power, and you know he drove 80%, and I think Kanata did as well. Maybe could only go 60 because his car was not as adjusted to his qualities yet. So the next scene that I'm gonna talk about is the Kamakura scene, which is like a resortic, touristic place, very beautiful. When I was in Tokyo, too long time ago, I was not there, but recently when I came back and I introduced myself a little bit more. And then I found, oh, that's actually Kamakura exists. There's like a big Buddha statue out there, and it's a very touristy place. And I actually like that they had a very close reminiscence of Rulei's placing to show again that Shushishiguno, while this place is fiction, that it does exist with the same name, which I like, that this time around they keep the same places. And you can have a feeling to this resortic area of tourism, and you can feel you are with it. So I do like that scene, that it exists and they showcase it, but she has like I said, I'm not a ship of her, I'm never gonna ship her. I'm like, get Rensayonji DTK, you know? What I want is Emma Green, okay? I'm a ship of Emma Green. She doesn't play a role, not anytime soon, only season 3, so don't worry about it, but I'm gonna ship Emma Green with the Aston Martin. She's my girl, she's my gyaru. I put 100% on the lovely, lovely moment, okay? I want that lovely, lovely moment. I don't want nobody else but her. Emma Green, here we go. Get out of here, Rensayonji, you don't matter. And that's why this important scene for maybe some people, they come a little bit closer. He didn't realize that Rensayonji was the one that slapped her. She's so cute. Rensayonji, I love that lovely, lovely. Nope, not interested in that. Emma Green, baby, my heart beats for her. But if you beat for Rensayonji, hey, more power to you. Just that you're wrong, okay? Try to think a little bit bigger. She did many wrong things, in my opinion. But hey, that's your choice of shipment. So, I'm gonna skip that. The talk about, like I said, that she's talking and indirectly, I was supposed to be a son that they never had, but you are the son now because you live in our place, and that's why you're good looking too, you know, to give a little innuendo. That she's interested, but he's a dance boy like Takumi Bogida in that regard, and he doesn't realize that. And we go to the next scene, which is much more interesting to the matter. And what is the next scene? Well, there's only one side I can talk about. There is going to be a restaurant, you know, talking about the potential splitting of money. And our man Kanata says, I'm not here for the money, I'm here to pronounce my name so my father can find me, which I respect, you know, I respect that he's like me, money is not everything in life, and that's our big thumb of character build up. That's Giga Chat right there. And that's why he's like, let's keep it 50-50, because if I total your car, that's still your car, not my car, so you can replace it. And there they meet the twins of the Nozomi twins. That one drives an Alfa Romeo and the other drives a Lotus, I forgot which one though. And their work, or Lexus? Lotus or Lexus, something. I know the Alfa Romeo, but again, there's no emblems that I saw. We're gonna check that out in a second, because she's again fallen in love, because that's the trope. He's so hot that every girl that is involved in the series, and indirectly or more directly to him, he's so good looking now, more than Takumi ever was shipped in any scene. Okay, he is 10 times more shipped, but okay, he's good looking. Hey, you want that Hafu power? He has that Hafu power, okay, that British, Japanese super gene or whatever, the gene. Anyway, at least she fell in love with her. Even the brother tells you he's good looking, so you know what, hey, threesome, who knows. Not important to the story, okay? Important to the story is at least they know and recognize that he exists, because they see the Hachiroku, and it's gonna be a build-up that they're gonna be the first part of action. That's why they get introduced first, because we who read the manga know that they are gonna be the first interaction of battling against the 15th place, or what they currently are, because Kanata's last place last time I remember. So we're gonna see it, but not important to the thing. That's just the important is that they too are gonna be the first battling enemies to see if Kanata can beat them with his Hachiroku GT. And let me just check the scene again to see what car they drive, because I actually don't remember if that was a load, because that's already told us. So yeah, that looks like the Alfa Romeo. And that is a Lotus Elise. So it's a Lotus. Okay, so it's in Britannia and Italia together. And Forza Romeo, so Forza Horizon, I mean, not Forza Romeo. And yeah, that's kind of Giga Chat. But they drive those cars. Very underrated cars. Especially Alfa Romeo. The original race car of Italia. Oh, bellissimo. So, we go to the next scene. The fan service machine. Because there... Well, I want to come this to the angels, I come to the latest bit. You know, they have the highest importance because those are for the people that really have the eye. Because right now, before I go into this, wait, let me actually do something. I have to do the honor to showcase everything. As you can see right there, there's gonna be one girl that's daughter of one of the characters within Initial D. If you can spot her, you are the hero. Let's see if you have the power. Because at the end of the episode, I'm gonna talk exactly of that scene, who it is, and yeah, I actually had to check because they kind of look similar to a degree to check which one is the right one, but and then you actually can see very well the face structure that is definitely the dirt of that person. Anyways, that's not important. Like I said, the boy Kai Gogoshiba. And you know what the best scene about is? They actually said that he is an illustrious racer in the circuit scene, meaning he won titles. Okay, this boy, he won something. Because that makes sense. He was built up to be Takumi's, rival. And that Takumi won his title, as we know. And he won his in his history. Oh my god, it makes so goddamn smooth, baby. I'm so goddamn glad. My heart is beating so big that, that Kai got that recognition, that love that he deserves. Unfortunately, he never got said how much he won. But she's now super, illustrious, meaning he did win some title. You cannot say somebody has an illustrious title and only got second place all the time. That makes no sense. You cannot say that. And he's pretty much smart, and he's like the build-up telling us like more deeper stuff about the terminology aspect. Like Tachibana Yuji was talking with Bunta Fujiwara in that sense, which I love. In Act 1 of Initial 3X, Stage 1. So pretty badass, and he's talking about he has friends with the boys and high up, and he's not talking who Ryosuke Takahashi is, but hey, it is what it is, I don't know, because he works on a surgeon and he doesn't want the public to know it, whatever. It's a private company, hospitals in Japan, so maybe that's why it's a private hospital. There could be, we could have talked in more depth why. It makes sense to have that, because, also Ryosuke doesn't really care about that magazines that he back then, so he's like, oh, do I really want more attention in my life? He doesn't really care about that glamour. This was never him. So that could be also a character speaking wise, so but it's a scene. But kind of weird that the spokesperson doesn't know Ryosuke Takahashi. I thought Tanaka Ijo, the name that Tanaka-san, the spokesperson that's always with us, I thought he at least has some knowledge about, but he doesn't seem to have any. And then finally the race begins, and there, my boy, the hero for the GTR lovers like me. Well, not the GTR Sanju Go that he drives as Sango, the Aibashun character, but at least he attacks in the very beginning very, very beautifully, I might add so myself, I have to say it, a very, very powerful presentation. I was like, oh my god damn, Aiba really be attacking strong and powerful. Because he's really gone for the attack for the lower spots, for the middle spots, because he started like 7th, and then he is 8th, and he's right now fighting for 5th place, which is badass. And here's the scene. That is the meme, okay? This man right there is gonna be the next goddamn Nakazato. Because this guy's going for the Huracan Performante. Currently drives the AMG, but he's gonna switch to the Huracan Performante, as he calls it right now. And Aibo says, oh, you're still the rich spoiled boy, the Obochana Wataru who hates, always big mouth, and doesn't know knowledgeable car, always gets the best cars, but doesn't know how to utilize them the best way possible. That's why he buys himself a 600k car, a 500k car, because if you look at the time period when they are, definitely cars on that margin, the Huracan Performante. Because it's definitely aged like a fine wine and has lots of horsepowers as well, like 600 or some shit like that. 500. Between 500 and 600. Yeah, still the Albocha man, not a rich man. But yeah, he gonna be the meme. You're gonna be ready. You're gonna be the next Nakazato, but not as cool as Nakazato ever was. Okay, that's a fact. And the thing that, like I said, why I just saw that Kai Kokushiba's built up to the spokesperson with him and commentator give us any knowledge is because he talks about the tire system to such a detail, how important it is to first warm up the tires and how important to cool them off so you don't lose grip, you don't lose traction, and you don't lose pressure, because the moment you lose pressure, because we all know in Initial D, they always teach at the moment when car loses pressure, it's over. Because you cannot utilize your car potential. That makes so sense. But the way that needs to be warmed up and maintained, and of course, cool down, so you cannot go full power all the time. You can, but then you're gonna get fucked because the pressure goes down. And I like how in depth he's talking about Kai. I hope he's gonna build up more to give us more technology like camber, suspension, TCS, ABS, automatic versus manual. I love that he would, not just him, but every spokesperson together with that coach that is in a lesson gives us any information for people that casual like me in that regard can learn even more about the in-depth line, even tuning. You know how badass tuning would be, reducing weight, increasing weight, roll cage, no roll cage, carbon, non-carbon, plastic, steel. You know how so much more you could grab it, man. That startup was nice, like really badass nice. And then Ishigami, who was driving the Porsche, so the two Porsche boys are battling. My boy Schumacher, Mister Beckenbauer against Ishigami to find out who number one is in order what the bikes and peak. Yeah, you already know, man. You already know. Mister Beckenbauer, the hero, man, the bigger chat. That's overall the episode. Like I said, it is in that regard the end. I could show more, but I don't want to get in trouble more. But just, the episode is nice, okay? So let's go back to what I said I'm gonna show you, okay? The Gyaru Angels, okay? There you are. Let's get a little bit closer spotted because you know you need to see the facial structure. So here we go, okay? Actually, I don't need to show. Get away from the picture. So let's get a little bit, because there's a little bit more people involved. Okay, this should be good enough. Let me position myself here. If you said that this one right there where I'm sitting is Mami Sato, the daughter of Mako Sato, you have correct. That's the daughter. Yep, that woman right there is the daughter of Mako. And I thought in the beginning it was this woman above because they have the same hairstyle from the manga, but the moment you see this face, you can definitely see the mommy, okay? You can definitely see mommy has the resemblance of her mother. Now, we just have the theory, and hopefully the anime is gonna give us that info once she's gonna build up more in the episodes of Season 1 or even Season 2, who the hell Daddy is, okay? Because we need to know. That's the question of all questions in fan service mythologies, okay? There's gonna be the MFG goes to theory as big as who the hell is Bunta Fujiwara's wife that is no longer with us in the story. Okay, that's gonna be the same level. Who the daddy is of Mami. Let's go! I put my money on Shingo because of the audiobook that Nakazato's more involved with Sayuki, but you never know. We shall see. We're gonna find out. I say Shingo, we ain't gonna find out. Put your money on who you think is the daddy. Maybe even Takumi, who knows, maybe he jumped a little bit on there before he went to Britannia with his wife. He double dipped. Hey, you never know. Ikitani though it is not, okay? I'm gonna straight up tell you. We all know that Ikitani ain't the father, okay? He is not the father, not he is anytime, okay? He fucked it up, which I like, that he have realistic points in that story, that you know, everyone gets a happy ending. It is sad, but it is the way it goes in real life. Anyways, that is my review, and watch the goddamn episode. Episode 5 gonna be fire!